Yo, what you lot say, this your boy here, and today you might be wondering why am I wearing a suit? Well, it's one reason and one reason only, because this week, or this time of the year, it is the F1 2016 JABA Awards. That's right, the annual JABA Awards, where every year I count down all of the awards for all of the crazy stuff that have happened in this F1 season, and pick the winners from the survey that I put out a few weeks prior to this. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, without further ado, let's roll the intro.
Uno. 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 Yo, you might see gun fingers when I come in the place of light. You might see gun fingers when I come in the place of light. Tell them don't go down there, you hit. Tell them don't come round there, you hit.
So for our first award, it is the Best Overtake Award. Now this is the award for a driver who has made the most boldest and most awesomest overtake ever. You know, putting their lives and risk on the line just to pull off a good overtake to entertain us lot. So yeah, the nominations are...
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known, and we'll chase the night, race all of these broken dreams in flight.
And the winner is... That's right, it is the Ricciardo on Bottas move in Italy, going down into turn 1. It was a very ballsy move because Ricciardo was so far behind Valtteri Bottas going into turn 1, and when he made that dive bomb it looked like he wasn't going to make it, and Ricciardo was going to collide into Bottas, but no, he didn't, and actually made it stick. Bottas giving him plenty of room as he was alongside, so yeah, very good respect to both of them, you know, of course, for not crashing into one another. And that's the good thing about Ricciardo. Ricciardo's pulled some really insane moves over this year. You know, he's pulled a good one in Spain, I think he's pulled a couple in Singapore, I believe, maybe a few in Abu Dhabi, those kind of places. So yeah, but this one that he did in Italy on Valtteri Bottas was the one that got the award for the 2016 Best Overtake of the Year. Now, for this next award, it is for the most surprising moment of 2016. Now, this is the award for the thing that has really surprised us lot the most throughout this year, whether it be a controversy, an overtake, or a drive, or a race, or whatever, something that has really surprised us, like, generally. So yeah, and the nominations are... And the winner is... That's right, it is Hamilton's bad start that vary from tracks like Suzuka, What else? Belgium, I believe, as well. So many others, and is quite possibly the reason why Rosberg won the championship, because Hamilton had to, from those bad starts, had to fight his way through those, fight his way through the field and get back up to, say, third or second, whatever. So it was quite hard for Hamilton, and as a result, his championship rival Nico Rosberg was able to pick up the pieces and get that championship as a result. So so that was relatively why Hamilton kind of lost this championship, to be honest, which is quite sad, to be honest, because as F1 fans as alike, we like to see, you know, we like to see the best going at it and fighting it out, you know, just pure fighting it out rather than just engine failures or reliability problems, all that kind of stuff getting in the way. But at the end of the day, that's Formula 1, these stuff happens. So so as a result, that is why Hamilton's bad start throughout this year has been called our most surprising award of 2016. Right, so our next award goes for the most controversial award. Now, this is the award that has sparked the biggest amount of controversy, whether it be someone cheating, for instance, whether it be driver movements, that kind of stuff, all, you know, to shock us quite a lot in a very controversial way. So, yeah, and here are the nominations.
Romantic, fell in love with a simple idea with a little bit of luck and a whole lot of work. I can make every one of these visions real. So we don't care what the people say, and we don't care what they wanna do, and we don't care about it anymore. We do what we want.
And the winner for the most controversial award of 2016 goes to... Yep, that is right, it's Vettel's potty mouth at Mexico. Now, the whole Mexico race, the last part between Verstappen and Vettel, was still controversial in its own right because of Verstappen going off the road and not letting Vettel through. But afterwards, what would happen after would be hugely controversial, and it's the reason why it's the winner, of course. You know, the fact that, you know, Vettel would talk shit to Charlie Whiting, the race director of Formula 1. You know, it was really huge. You know, it was pretty big, and as a result, Vettel afterwards had to write an apology, a written apology to Charlie, apologising his actions that he did in Mexico. So it was pretty bad, but thankfully there was no actions, no punishments taken between both of them. So that was good to know and good to hear as well. And as a result, it is why it is our 2016 most controversial award. So our next award goes to the most heartbreaking moment of 2016. Now, this is the award that has made us quite shocked, but in a very sad way, to be honest. Moments such as, you know, maybe someone retiring from the race, you know, that they led, you know, for so long, or maybe like a retirement, a farewell, whatever it is. Something, like I said, something that has really generally hit us here in a very sad way. So yeah, and the nominations are... And the winner is... That's right, it is Massa's retirement. It was so heartbreaking, to be honest. It was in Brazil, his home race, and yeah, it was so emotional, to be honest, you know, in such a heartbreaking way, because, you know, Massa, you know, was racing at his home track. There was a lot of supporters there. Everyone was so teary-eyed and everything, you know, about Massa, you know, retiring this year, or so we thought. Just generally, it was a very, very sad moment to see him retire in that way, because I really wanted Massa to get to the end of the race, to be honest. So because that didn't happen, it was quite heartbreaking. So yeah, and as a result, is the reason why it is our most heartbreaking moment of 2016. Our next award goes for the most heartwarming moment of 2016. Now this is the award that has made us quite sort of warmed up in our sort of hearts, sort of made us quite moved in a very emotional way, and the nominations are...
Our lips, they tasted like those cigarettes. Staring at the moon, we'd go to bed. In my arms, you're safe and sound, without a threat. And I can't...
And the winner is... Yes, that is right, that is Massa's standing ovation in Brazil. Now this was quite heartwarming in a very high level, to be honest, because Massa, like I said before, he retired from the race from a crash. It was very, very heartbreaking, to be honest, because as myself, I wanted Massa to finish at his home track or his final race at Brazil. But sadly that wasn't the case, and as he was returning back to the pit, there was a massive standing ovation from the Mercedes garage, the Red Bull garage and the Ferrari garage, and then also he had his wife and his kid hugging him in the middle of the pit lane. It was very, very moving indeed, especially from a guy who has had an amazing career. Yes, he hasn't won a championship, yes, he's not one of the best, but you know, he is a likeable guy. He's got an amazing talent. He's racked up so much wins during his career, and he is just an all-out awesome guy. And just an awesome guy. And with that moment is the reason why it is our 2016 heartwarming moment award. Our next award is the most funniest moment of 2016 award. Now this is the award that has made us lol so much in a very ridiculous amount, and the nominations are... is... Yes, that is right, that is Ricardo's amazing American accent in Austin for the United States Grand Prix. Now this was during the interview just before practice, when Ted interviewed Ricardo, and as Ted was interviewing him, Ricardo went into an American accent all of a sudden and started talking American, and it was so funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was the most lowest moment ever, because you know how good was Ricciardo's American accent. I'm sorry, but that was so damn good. It was ridiculous. And as a result, that is the reason why it is our 2016 Most Funniest Moment Award. Now our next award, it is the Rotten Egg Award. Now this is an annual award for a driver who has performed quite terribly this year, and yeah, so much so that they get the award for being a rotten egg. So yeah, so here are the nominations. Award goes to... That's right, it's Max Verstappen. Now Max has had one hell of a year. What from his highs of winning the Spanish Grand Prix to some of his lows. In particular, Belgium springs to mind when he was doing a lot of dirty and very aggressive moves on drivers such as Raikkonen and Vettel during the race. And then not only that, you know, in Hungary as well, turning in on Raikkonen at the last minute, which gave Raikkonen some damage. And then to even more stuff as well, you know, not giving the position back to Vettel when he cut the corner and then getting a 5-second penalty afterwards. So Verstappen, you know, yes, he's a good lad, and yes, you know, he's a great driver, one of the best of all time, but still, you know, he has had some pretty, you know, negative moments during this year, and as a result is the reason why he is our F1 2016 Rotten Egg of the Year.
The horn is on my front and I'm pulling away. And I got close. Yes! Yes! If I don't avoid that, he's just going straight to my car. I'm still stuck in the contest.
Our next award, it is the Team Radio Award. This is pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. Just the best team radio that we've heard so far this year. And the nominations are... And the winner is... That's right, it is Vettel's potty mouth. So like I said with the controversial moment of 2016, it is still our Team Radio Award of 2016. Now, like I said before, this was a very, very insane team radio message that Vettel was giving out during the latter part of the Mexican Grand Prix. It was very, very controversial, especially when he was talking shit to Charlie Whiting. So, yeah, as a result, it sparked a lot of controversy. It got people up in arms, you know, and as a result, Vettel had to write an apology to Charlie, apologising for his actions. So, yeah, so it was very, very massive in terms of, you know, the scale of controversy that it sparked up. And as a result, that is why it is our 2016 Team Radio of the Year award.
Oh, for sake. He's a... That's what he is. I mean, am I the only one? Or are you not seeing what I'm seeing? He's just backing me off into Ricciardo.
Charlie said, Charlie said...
Yeah, you know what? Here's the message for Charlie. Oh, honestly. Oh. I mean, honestly, I'm going to hit someone. I think I have a puncture. Rear left.
The tires are fine, tires are fine.
He has to give me the position. End of the story.
Charlie said, Charlie said...
Yeah, you know what? Here's the message for Charlie. Oh, honestly. Oh.
Okay, Sebastian, calm down. Calm down. They are under investigation. I know that is not fair, but calm down. Put your head down and then we talk afterward.
Our next award goes to the most craziest award of 2016. Pretty self-explanatory, just an award that is created a lot of craziness that has make our minds go. So yeah, so here are the nominations. And the winner is... That's right, it is Hamilton and Rosberg crashing out in Spain. Now this was massive, this was huge. To us, this was bigger than the Senna and Prost collision in Suzuka of 1989. So this was massive. We've never seen anything as big as that. Two drivers taking each other out, especially teammates as well. It was massive, it was unreal, and there was even talks of Hamilton getting fired from Mercedes after that race, which would be massively huge, to be honest, but thankfully that didn't happen and both didn't get hugely punished for that. So yeah, it was, like I said, it was massive, it was crazy, and yeah, like I said, haven't seen that in a while, and it blew my mind. It blew my mind quite a lot in a mixed type of way, in a very shocked kind of way, and in a very sort of raging kind of way, because I was a massive Hamilton fan as well. So yeah, yeah, it was crazy, and as a result, like I said, it is our craziest moment of 2016. Our next award is for the the Crash of the Year award. Now this is the award that has made us quite frightened for the driver's life, as we wonder whether he is going to be okay or not. It also comes down to the scale of the crash and how big it is, you know. So yeah, here are the nominations. is right, that is Kevin Magnussen's wild ride at Belgium. Now this was a very, very scary accident. We haven't seen a crash in F1 at Rouge for a very long time, not since 2000 or 2001. We've seen lots of Rouge in recent times, in like sports cars and GT racing, that kind of stuff. And you know, and thankfully no one's seriously hurt or died during those recent accidents. And in this case with Magnussen, that was the same case as well. He got out of the car and he was fine after that accident. It was a very hefty accident. He lost the rear end coming out of Radion, and the car spat and spun end over end towards the tyre barrier at the exit of Radion, of course. So it was a very hefty accident, and like I said, he was okay and he was able to continue racing normally afterwards. So yeah, that is the reason why it is called 2016 Crash of the Year Award. So our next award, it is the Best Battle Award. Now this is the award that has made us go on the edge of our seats pretty much. It's made us quite excited in a very tense way, to be honest, as two cars are battling so hard for one, the driver ahead to defend and hold off the driver behind for as long as possible, and then the other car, the one behind, chasing the car in front, trying to overtake and trying to find a move to get themselves ahead. And as a result, this creates like this little battle as a result, which makes us really on the edge of our seats. So yeah, so here are the nominations. And the winner of the Best Battle 2016 award goes to... Yeah, that is right, it's Ricciardo and Hamilton at Monaco. Now, this was pretty much the battle that took place during like the mid part of the race, to be honest. You know, Hamilton, who had pushed his wet tyres all the way to slicks, and then Ricciardo coming in from inters to slick tyres. Then afterwards, the pit lane drama from Red Bull costing Ricciardo the lead of the race, and then Ricciardo closing up to Lewis and battling him quite hard and trying to pass Hamilton to take the lead of the race. And it was a very intense battle all throughout it, and yeah, there was a bit of hand raise, there was a bit of gestures, but there was no collisions, no contact whatsoever. It was like a pure sort of a pure racing battle going on, sort of like a Mansell and Senna from '92, to be honest. You know, one who, well, actually one exception to that would be both were on like relatively good tyres, so yeah, but you get the picture, to be honest. So yeah, it was a very, very good battle indeed, and as a result is why it is the winner of the 2016 Best Battle Award. Our next award is the 2016 Best Race or Best Drive from a driver during the race. Yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. This is for a driver who has, in a certain race or whatever, has made the best drive of their entire career. or like during the season, whatever, you know, one that stands out from the rest of the pack pretty much. So yeah, so here are the nominations. Drive of 2016 award goes to... Yeah, that is right, it is Hamilton at Belgium. Now this is very, very surprising, to be honest. I wasn't expecting this to be the drive of the year, but whatever, it's what the people said, so we're going to go with that. Personally, it was a good drive from Lewis, starting from the back because he had to change his gearbox and whatever. So as a result, yeah, it was put to the back of the grid. But the drive that he had during the race was unreal. Despite, you know, safety cars and red flags, all that kind of stuff, he was able to charge his way from the back of the grid to third place, which was a great drive, to be honest, especially around Belgium. I know it's a track that you can overtake, but still a very daunting track indeed. So yeah, and as a result, it is our winner of the 2016 Drive of the Year award. Our next award goes to the Best Start of 2016 award. Now this is the award that has made us quite shocked during the start of the race. So here are the nominations. Yep, that is right, it's Vettel at Canada. Now, this is a very good start. He started there on the grid, and he made a pretty bold start. He just slid his way onto the inside, passing both Mercedes quite cleanly going into turn 1. And then as they were going into turn 1, the two Mercedes bumping wheels and having their own little adventures, but still, Vettel getting ahead, but unfortunately that wouldn't be the case during the race. But still, you know, you've got to give it to the start that he's had. And also during this year as well, Australia was a good example where he took the lead from the two Mercs who were on the front row. And then, like I said, with Canada as well, jumping ahead of two Mercedes in a very, very bold manoeuvre, of course. So, yeah, that is, as a result, the winner of the 2016 Best Start Award. Our next award goes to the Best Race of 2016 award. Now, this is the award for the race that has won over the other races that we've seen this year. The one that has thrilled us the most, the one that has put us on the edge of our seats the most, that kind of stuff. So here are the nominations, which are... Yep, that is right, it is Brazil. So this was a very intriguing race. We had crashes, we had emotions flying and flaring all over the place, and we even had one hell of a drive from the youngster Max Verstappen, who charged his way through the field from 14th to 3rd, which was a fantastic achievement, especially in such little time as he had. So as a result, that was pretty good, to be honest, and should have been the Drive of the Year award, but you know, can't say anything about that. But anyways, it was a good race, like I said, and overall thrilling, intense, on the edge of the seat moments, and as a result, yeah, it gets the best race of the year award. Our next award goes for the Best Constructor of 2016 award. Now this is the award for the team that has outclassed the rest of the field throughout this season. The one that has shone and sort of, you know, made us, you know, bow down to pretty much. And yeah, here are the nominations, which are...
Uno. Uno. Uno.
Yo, you might see gun fingers when I come in the place of light. You might see gun fingers when I come in the place of light. Tell them don't go down there you hit. Tell them don't come round there you hit. Yo, you might see gun fingers when I come in the place to like bap. Remember those days, 20 man in the rave and another 20 getting through the back. No one here kicks ball for the England team, but everybody's got caps. Some of these bad boys ain't here to rave, you will not find them in no Snapchats. Nah, but you can find them at the back. Gun finger left hand, right hand yak. Man's on the stage, front rows for the yak. Shotdown mode, reloads are on tap. Big crowd reaction whenever I chat. Run to the deck, pull it back. Peak, I don't know what she's on.
And the winner of the Best Constructor of 2016 award goes to... Yes, that is right, it's Mercedes. For the 3rd year in a row, they have done it again. They have won the JABA Awards Constructor of the Year, which is awesome. Same as the Constructors Championships as well, 3 times as well. That is pretty awesome. They deserve it. They've had one hell of a year. Yes, they've had some lows, pretty much, you know, Austria, Spain, that kind of stuff. But overall, they have shone and they have still proven to all of us why they are the best team in Formula 1 so far. So yeah, and as a result, it is our winner of the 2016 Best Constructor Award. Now, this is the award that everyone's been waiting for, the Driver of the Year Awards. Now, this will be for the award for the best driver who has impressed us all throughout this season, has shown us why he is our Driver of the Year, and the nominations are... Yeah, that is right, it's Lewis Hamilton. For the 3rd year in a row, he has done it once again. He has won our Driver of the Year award. Now, Lewis Hamilton, he's not had a pretty good season, to be honest. I'm a bit surprised, honestly, that he's won it pretty much. But at the same time, not at all, because during sometimes, yes, he's had some bad moments, but he's had some really good moments. I mean, you've got to put Belgium as a good example. Coming from the back to finish third was a great drive from Lewis Hamilton. Another was Brazil, when he dominated that race to win the Brazilian Grand Prix. And then following on from that, the 4 impressive wins at the end of the season, which was pretty awesome, to be honest. And what else? I mean, the British Grand Prix as well, like when he dominated that race in very, very dominant fashion indeed. So as a result, he's had some pretty amazing drives and has clearly shown us why he deserves and is our 2016 Driver of the Year. Right lads, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That is the 2016 JABA Awards. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. It's your boy, JABA Boy. I am out. Take it easy. Peace.
If I found a way